You've probably heard of alpha and beta males. Maybe you've seen the sigma male memes floating around social media. But in the taxonomy of masculine archetypes, particularly in pop culture, there are other Greek letters that deserve attention. Two of the most iconic versions of the Joker, played by Heath Ledger in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight and by Joaquin Phoenix in Todd Phillips' Joker, give us an opportunity to explore two more, the Omega and the Zeta. Both films were widely acclaimed. Both left an impact. But while Phillips' Joker is arguably more relatable, Nolan's Joker is far more interesting, especially when we look at them through the lens of social archetypes. Let's break this down. If you've never heard about the Omega male, he's basically the ultimate outcast, but not by choice. He's not the lone wolf by design, like a Sigma. He's the man rejected by society, left behind, disregarded, invisible. Arthur Fleck, Phillips' Joker, is fired from his job, mocked as a failed comedian, rejected by his mother, by the healthcare system, and even in his romantic life, which is just imaginary. Society has no place for him, and he becomes invisible until he breaks. His laugh isn't joyful. It's sick, broken, almost painful to hear. It's not comic relief. It's a symptom, like a disease. Arthur's descent into the Joker isn't part of a plan. It's not strategic. It's emotional. It's just a reaction to what others have done to him. And this reaction isn't even about him trying to topple the system. He just wants to feel seen. He wants to matter. And when he realizes that he never will, he lashes out. His rebellion is therefore not ideological. It's simply personal. It's in fact so personal that the entire movie is his origin story. Arthur Fleck is nothing else but his personal transformation into the Joker. We've seen other Omega characters in movies before. For example, George McFly in Back to the Future. Also Milton in Office Space, and there are countless examples of comedic loser-type characters who simply exist to be laughed at. Just think about the first seasons of The Big Bang Theory. And that's why Phillips' Joker is relatable. He reflects a familiar, painful truth. Society doesn't always break people through cruelty. Sometimes it breaks them through indifference. And it's no wonder that the movie became successful in a time where many young men in the West feel invisible and left aside by society. Now let us compare that to Nolan's Joker. He's not society's victim. He doesn't care about not fitting into society. He doesn't even want to. Nolan's Joker also stays outside the social hierarchy, but not because he was rejected. It's because he rejects the society. He rejects the hierarchy outright. And he doesn't do it because of bitterness or trauma, but out of principle. He sees the social order as a sick joke and wants the world to see that too. He doesn't even have a backstory. There is no origin. He doesn't need one. He may not even want one. Whereas Phillips' Joker is all about the backstory, Nolan's isn't about it at all. Heath Ledger's Joker is not about revenge against society. He doesn't want power or recognition. What he wants is to expose and pull back the curtain, to show us how fragile our systems and hierarchical structures really are. He's not lashing out because he's been hurt. He's acting by philosophy. A philosophy aimed at neither winning nor losing. Instead, his actions are meant to show us how meaningless the entire game is, no matter who wins. And such is the character, such is the stereotype of a Zeta male. Zeta males are very rare, not just in society, but also in pop culture. It's only recently that a couple of these characters have appeared in the mainstream. For example, Tyler Durden in Fight Club, maybe also V in V for Vendetta. I would also call Rorschach from The Watchmen a Zeta male. Generally, these are characters who aren't created by society. They are created outside of it, and their only goal is to confront society. And that is why you never see Nolan's Joker telling a consistent origin story. Every version of how I got these scars is just a lie, because his point is that it shouldn't matter who he is. All that matters is who we are, and what is the society that we live in. So which of these Jokers is better? I don't think that's the right question. Phillips' Joker is more emotionally relatable, more personal and more human. He's a cautionary tale of what happens when people fall through the cracks. Nolan's Joker, though, is more intriguing, more multifaceted, and to me much more interesting due to the rarity of the archetype that he represents. Philosophically speaking, he might even be more terrifying. While Arthur Fleck is the personification of society's failures and outcasts, Nolan's is the personification of its eternal absurdity. One shows us what happens when society breaks a man. The other shows us what happens when a man breaks society.